Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Cloud Institution. So today in this video we are going to see one of the another interesting topic, which is Terraform for each. Okay, so with this we are going to create a multiple VNets with the same configuration. Okay, so first of all let's see what is Terraform for each. Okay, so Terraform for each is the meta argument that will allow you to manage a similar infrastructure resources without writing a separate block for each one. Okay, so which means that if you want to create a multiple resources, you don't need to write a separate code again and again, right? So we can reuse this code. Just this is just like a for loop. Okay, so that can be used in Terraform. That is used to so the the reuse the resources without writing a separate block. Okay, so we are going to see how we are going to do that one. So in the last video we have seen how to create a VNet. So what is VNet? VNet is a network, so network resource for Azure. Okay, so in this video we are going to see how to create a multiple box. Okay, so this is what this is what the the VNet configuration which you have seen in the last week. Excuse me. So so in this video what are we going to do is that, okay, so before moving anything, right, so I'm going to show you that so how what is this output is going to give for this. So if you go Terraform plan, so let's go back to the to the resource to the console. As you can see, there is no resource groups are getting created. Okay, so now it's going to create a one VNet. Okay, so it's going to create one VNet. So I'm going to apply again Terraform apply. Okay, now it will be create it's going to be creating a the VNet. That VNet name is going to be, okay, so the VNet name is going to be cloud-institution. Okay, so that is the VNet name. All right, so if I can give yes, it's going to create the VNet name called cloud institution. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to if I want to create a new resource again, okay, what I have to do, I have to create, I have to copy this one, I have to copy this code, and I have to paste it over here. Then I need to change the variables, right? So what I can do is I can just change this. Instead of creating variables, I can also give some kind of hard-coded values, just like so the VNet 1, VNet maybe 2, and then the address space, it can be same. Okay, so now it's created, right? As you can see here, go back and see here. Now cloud institution RG resource group is got created. Well and good. Now if you want to create one more one more resource, one more VNet, what I have to do is I have to do a Terraform plan again and see whether it's getting created or not. Okay, so as expected, so it's giving error that Azure Virtual Network VNet is not been, it's all been declared. So we have to give another resource. Okay, so now if you do Terraform plan again, so it's going to show me that it's going to create a VNet 2 configuration. Okay, so it's going to show me that it's going to create a VNet 2 configuration. Okay, so now let's say if you want to create a multiple resources, let's say for example I want to create a 5 VNets. Okay, so do I need to copy 5 times like this? Okay, in general this is the yes, right? This is the answer. So but without creating this kind of a configurations, what you can do is we can just reuse this particular configuration. Okay, so for that what you have to do is that we need to use the for each meta argument. So I'm going to give for each. Okay, so the for each is the meta argument, right? So it's kind of a for loop in any other programming languages. Okay, so I'm going to give vnets. Okay, so and is going to be where dot vnets. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a resource, I mean variable resource, right? So variables with a variable name vnets. Okay, so if you are creating a variables with the vnets, what you have to do, we have to declare the variable. Okay, so we are going to declare the variable now. So generally what we do, we'll be declaring the variables in this one, okay, in the variables file. So for now I'm going to declare this variable in the same file, the same file itself, because just to show you how this variable has been getting declared. Okay, so now just type is just give a variable name is going to be vnets. Okay, so the vnets I'm going to give here. So now what I'm going to do is that if you are giving this one, okay, if you want to loop through this particular code, so we can do multiple things, right? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give a map of the type is going to be map of map of object. Okay, if you can give like this, so it's going to ask me that the name, so the name is going to be, okay, so the name is going to be, what is going to be the type for this one, so it's going to be string. And then the address space, so the next address space is going to be, it's not a string, okay, it's going to be, address space is going to be, as we already declared, is going to be list of strings. Okay, so list of strings. So now list of string. Okay, so list of string. So now only these two values are variables. Okay, I'm going to use only these two variables. Okay, so now, okay, so what's going to be the output for this one? Okay, so now if I declare like this, I have to change some of the things, right? So now in the name, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it like a each dot, okay, value dot each dot value dot name. So what I'm declaring here is that, so don't go to this variable, for this name, don't go to this variable, which has been declared here, vnet name. So you just go to the vnets block and then take it from there as a loop. Okay, so now in the address space is the list of strings, right? So now what I'm going to do here, the address space is going to be each dot value dot address space. All right, so simple, right? So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give a default value. Okay, so the default value should be like this. Okay, so now I'm going to create a first vnet. Okay, it's going to be the key values, right? Like first vnet 1. Okay, so then vnet, so the name of the vnet is going to be name is equal to string. Okay, so what is the vnet is already been created. Okay, one of the vnet is already been created, right? So let's change the name of it. Okay, so the cloud institution vnet -1. Okay, and then the address space is going to be, okay, under the brackets is going to be 10.0.0.0/24. All right, so it's done. Okay, so now what's going to be happening is that, we don't need these variables, right? We don't need these variables that has been created. Okay, so I'm going to delete this address spaces. Okay, or I'm going to comment it out. So now if you do Terraform plan again, okay, so now if you do Terraform plan, so what's going to happen? So you'll be seeing something really interesting, right? So it's going to be destroying the existing VNet. The reason why, we have just changed the name of it, right? Change the name to VNet 1. But what happened if you can give the same name itself? It's gonna, I'm going to give the same VNet name. It's going to be VNet Cloud Institution, only. Okay, it's the same address space. So now what happened? What should be happening? You should not change anything, the existing configurations, right? Okay, it should not be anything under the configurations. But you'll see something different, right? So what's happening is that it's going to delete that existing VNet, is going to create a new VNet. Okay, so the reason being is doing like this is that, you must be observing one of the interesting things. Okay, so whenever it was created, it was kind of a Azure ARM, the virtual network, and then VNet, and then, okay, here you can see the list is added. Okay, so here the list, under the list is going to be creating the VNet 1. Okay, so now I'm going to do Terraform apply. So Terraform apply. So if you do Terraform apply, what will happen? It goes and destroy this particular cloud institution VNet again. Vnet, and then it's going to create this Vnet in the same name, because because previously we have been given in a standalone code, but we have been doing for each. Okay, so because we have used for each, so it's gonna create in a list. Okay, so the list of things, the list of resources is gonna getting created. Now it's still destroying, destruction completed is the vnet 1 is creating. Okay, so now you can see here cloud institution is getting created again. Okay, well and good. Now let's go and see. Now let's go and create a new vnet. Okay, and if you want to create one more vnet, I'm going to create a vnet 1. Okay, here I'm going to give the name called vnet 2, and then the vnet is going to be cloud institution vnet cloud institution 2. That's what the configuration. Okay, so simple, right? So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give terraform apply. Okay, so if I do terraform apply, now you see it's not going to delete the existing vnet, right? So it's going to add one more vnet, that is called, okay, is a vnet 2. Okay, so the key is going to be vnet 2, and the values is going to be cloud institution hyphen 2. Okay, resource group is going to be cloud institution rg. Okay, if you can give yes, let's see here, there is only one vnet is there. I'm going to show you, how many vnet is going to be getting created now. So vnet 2 is creating. Okay, it will take some time. So now it's created. Now if you can go and refresh it here. Okay, it is taking a while. Okay, I'm going to close this one. I'm going to, okay, now you can see cloud institution hyphen 2 is created. Okay, so this is how you can create a multiple resources with the same configuration using for each meta loop, for each meta argument. Okay, so hope you understand this concept. Okay, in the next session we are going to create subnets and all this stuff, right? So stay tuned for more videos. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Okay, we are going to see a lot of interesting topics going forward, and so please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Please subscribe and follow our channel. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. See you again in the next video.